Welcome back to the show, everybody. And now the one and only triple G.O.D. bringing you your core values minute. Bring me Google motherfucking Chrome! Google motherfucking Chrome, bitch! Bringing everything that you need because, let me just put this into perspective because you can take a look at this at Naga Marie Rose if you like. Is before the core values became a thing in your heart, they actually in that stream actually announced content for Dead or Alive 6. And thanks to Gemasu who was able to bring this all together, I figured we'd go through it real quick, let you know what it is. Because, you see right here at the title that, a deluxe demo is coming, Masha Nui from KOF coming, and a whole bunch more. And also right there, it says all Season 1 content due out by June. We know the game come out March 1st. So, everything should be out by June at some point. So, let's see if we can shed some more light on this. You know what I'm saying? We can just shed some more light on that. So, let me get over here, get real good. So, a deluxe demo, as we just talked about, that and all that old good stuff. Let's just skip through all that stuff. Now, the deluxe demo will be exclusive to PlayStation Plus subscribers and Xbox Live Gold members and will be playable from the 22nd to the 24th on Japan Standard Time. So, probably sometime later this week, you'll probably get like the actual times when the demo will go up and things like that. So, if you either rocking the Plus or you rocking the Gold, you'll be able to get down on this. Like, this demo is probably going to be a lot more fully featured than the beta test with online rank and lobby matches with free training, tutorial, command training, combo challenge, and an introduction to the story mode. Now, this demo will feature every character at launch, and everything that you can acquire for that character will be available during this demo. As we talked about earlier, Mai's back. Now, I'm going to say this live. They did my girl dirty. I'm like, outside of the batch of costumes she got when she came out, Mai never got a single additional costume. And given, and I said this back in the day when I sat up here and got on the mic and told you how important Mai's inclusion was in DOA 5, of all the things they could have done, I'm like, they could have asked Alcoon for help. I'm like, look at Maximum Impact 2, you know what I'm saying, and Regulation A, you know what I'm saying, to a less degree, is they could have done something, and they didn't. But hopefully this time, you know what I'm saying, they actually put in some work. Now, Mai will be out in June. She'll be probably the last things that come out. And also, they said that there's a second playable character from KOF. Now, when you bring that to light, you know what I'm saying, you wonder who it is that they might run and go get. So, I like to introduce you to exhibit this. As you see, this is a picture of One Cooler Diamond, also along Marie Rose. This was how do I state this? A promotional thing that when KOF 14 was coming out, and also to reinvigorate what Core Fighters was doing at the time. So, and things of that nature. But I wanted to show you that because if anybody is my guess based off this picture, it would be Cooler. Now, given what Cooler does, it would used to be you would question that. But when you have characters like Nico in the mix now, having a Makio Kusanagi ice clone is a very possible thing to put in your fighting game when a girl has can set up her and electric shock you and break your fucking neck. So this is not far-fetched. It used to be far-fetched, but thanks to Nico, you can do things like cool in Dead or Alive 6. Now, I will say this. No, actually bring it back to Google motherfucker Crawl. Bring it back. Now, I will say this though. Like on the mic, I will say this though. I will. On that same flow about how Mai was done dirty in Dead or Alive 5 last round, when they had those two costumes or whatever that they did put in there, because it was Yuri's costume and Hanako's costume, and it was kind of like, man, they didn't really do nothing with that, and it's a lot of ladies in the King of Fighters that they could have done. So hopefully this time that they really for real get that crossover popping major. Speaking of, just on a side note, because I just want to make sure we're keeping score here, okay? Think about right now, at this very juncture, how SNK is in everybody's shit right now. I'm like, we got the boy Terry Bogard On his way to that Fight Next layer, we got Iori Yagami all up in Million Arthur Arcana Blood, which we will be covering later on the show today, and all the other crossovers that are popping off in your various mobile games and SNK doing their own thing. I'm like, again, and I say this, and now even with more emphasis, people still screaming that they want a Capcom vs SNK 3. But look at what SNK doing. They just featuring everywhere. They just featuring everywhere they can get into. It wouldn't surprise me I see Kyo in Street Fighter 5. Like, that'll probably be the one character that you really do. If they decide they're going to go the crossover route, that's what you do. But, again, given that Evo Japan is come and gone, and Capcom, they say a word about Street Fighter 5, oh, my breath. But it is what it is. But I just wanted to just put it out there on whack. The SNK is doing a wonderful job by doing what it is that they do. I'm like, SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy, and we'll also be talking about that a little bit later. Just a spoiler for that video, that it's coming to Steam, and it's coming to Steam very, very soon. So, given how great of an intercompany crossover that game has been, also with its inclusion of both Skullomania, the female Skullomania, and of course Steve Arthur, which was the payback for Iori to be in Million Arthur Arcana Blood, and of course you got John in there, you know what I'm saying, who I still need to do a live stream buy and play. Is SNK has just been murdering the fucking crossover game when it comes to fighting games, in and out of whatever it is they do. I really want to know, are they going to complete the sweep? Because I forgot somebody in the midst of something we doing later on the show. I forgot about my boy Young Goose. The OG Young Goose. All up in the Tekken. And you know, spoiler alert for that video later. Negan and Miss Julia Chan will be out in the next couple of weeks. So just putting that out there. SNK is putting in this month of work when it comes to these crossovers. I just got to put that out there and say that live. So shout out to them doing a thing major. Keep doing it. Is Nakamura going to be in Soul Calibur 6? I'm like, if it ain't her, you either get Charlotte or you get Hamaru. I don't know how Galford would work in a situation like that. I'm like, you don't do Hanzo because you're already doing Tit Ninjas, and you know. Then you got Earthquake. That'll be like the Earthquake. That'll be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like get Ann in there or something. I don't know. Like, I think Yukio would be extra dope. But for real, just to shit on the game, put Kuroko in there though. Shit on the game for real. Like, if you want to see some Kuroko work, go play Samurai Showdown 6. I'm like, Kuroko is dumb. Like dumb. Like, as in, I played Samurai Showdown 6 recently and discovered how dumb Kuroko is in that game. He even dumber in Samurai Showdown 2, but, you know, it is what it is. But how did we end up here? And we don't be talking about that. I don't know. But SNK murder in the game. So, moving right along, let's get back on track. Yo, what it is, where we at? The fighters will be sold separately, but they'll also be included in the season pass. That's good. Now, the season pass will be available on launch day on March the 1st, and will include 62 new costumes, 6 happy wedding costumes, both volume 1 and 2, and Dead or Alive 6 new costumes, volume 1 and 2, and additional costumes for both the SNK fighters, which is, you know what I'm saying, something, thank God, because again, we talked about that earlier. And then season pass bonuses will also feature new costumes for both Nico and Neo Tengu. And everything, like I said, it will be starting in March and ending in June. Also, in other news, is that the Dead or Alive World Championship, you know what I'm saying, like, if you want to go out there and you want to go get that Dead or Alive money, they got a world championship just for that ass. So, you know what I'm saying? That, according to this information, is that qualified to be held in America KKK, you know, in Brexit land and over there in Asia. So, you know what I'm saying? With each region top players competing for that money in the grand final in the glorious Nippon. Qualifiers in grand final total prize money will be equivalent to 10 million yen. So, 10 million yen, that's a lot of yen. You know what I'm saying? Ass much. That's not funny. Dead or Alive 6 will be out for the quad, for the bone, and the PC on March the 1st. Take a look at these pictures real quick. Take a look at these. Did I click on the pictures? Let me trying to click on these pictures. We doing a lot of balancing today. We doing a lot of balancing. See, look at this, man. Look at the boy Bay Man, just looking swag-tastic. Like, yo, here comes the bride. I'm gonna snap that bitch neck. Now, look at this. Look at this virgin beauty. Now, this is what you want. This is what you want to walk down the aisle with. She's half mermaid, damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't really got no pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't never gave it up to nobody. That shit is pure. Core values of a pussy. You gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if you want you somebody just so beautiful and so pure, you know what I'm saying? Like, there you go. But this right here, my nigga, this that death, my nigga. This is what you really want. This is what you truly need. What it is you truly need in your life. Like, this is the bride you want to walk down the aisle with. Don't bullshit yourself. Don't bullshit yourself. Just don't do it. This is what you want. And Uncle Triple's not here to judge you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to judge. I don't. Just bring it in, baby. Just bring it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging. But do you. I'm not judging, but do you. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that, boy. Yeah, look at me go sitting up here like got the sand armor on, got the Zeto Ryukai working. Like, damn, she got the high heels on this shit. Damn, girl. Work that shit. Move, girl, and light your ass on fire. And light your ass on fire. Move, girl, like your ass on fire. And like your ass on fire. Move, girl, like your ass on fire. Like your ass on fire. Damn, me up Tangle looking all fine and whatnot. Looking all fine. Look at this. You know you want this. Look at this. Like, I heard y'all been talking shit. Y'all been talking shit about my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm like, would you really want OG Tengu back? Do you really want that? I'm like, I'm gonna say this live. Neo Tengu was one of the best things they did for Dead or Alive 5 because they brought back a classic character, but then put a flip on it that people would appreciate more. Like, people ain't in the street sitting up here praising Bankai Kubo. They ain't praising him. You know what I'm saying? Ryu Hayabusa whooped that ass. You know what I'm saying? With that ninja shit. Irene was standing in the corner like, Ryu, help me while you whoop his ass. And that's just what happened. Core value for that ass, baby. Core value for that ass, though. The only thing is, I don't like, she not as thick. She was not as thick as she was in Dead or Alive 5, because I noticed that. She not as thick as she was. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, putting that out there, my nigga. And this Dead or Alive 6 World Championship. I don't actually. You know what? Bring it back to me for this. You know what I'm saying? Bring it back to me for this because this is important. Real rap. This is important. Bring it back to me on this. Given everything that happened after this, when they announced all this stuff, what is the future for Dead or Alive? For real. And I'm just gonna sit up here on wax and I'm gonna ask. Like, given that all this happened, that this took place, this was a thing that went down, what is the future of this franchise right now? Because they started by coming out and saying, yo, we get what you trying to say and all that good stuff, but, you know, but here, we gonna give you this. Then it's like, well, we'll give you this up front, but if you want that other shit, we won't throw it in your face, but it'll be there for the people who appreciate this franchise in the way that they do. But you can't place both sides of the ball. You can't please everybody, and people just gonna find a reason to bitch because that's just what 2019 is now. Everybody bitching about something. Like I'm like, early in our newscast, I talked about being pissed off about what happened with Catherine Fullbody and motherfuckers just yakking and shit. I'm like, we didn't talk about it when I was talking about Jay. People like, man, she wearing that scriptorific outfit. It's just a costume in a video game. I'm just like, at this juncture, I still don't get why every little thing makes somebody so fucking angry. And it's like, I don't get it. And in giving that information, I don't ever want to get it because I don't want to be in your head. It must not be no fun up there at all. I read some shit earlier about a subject and it's kind of like, You can't be serious with this shit. You can't be. I'm like, you, it's like you have to be a troll on a troll for you to think that I believe that this is what you actually finna fucking do. And it's like, I know you're not. And it's okay that you don't and whatever, but it's just kind of like, no, 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 no. Damn. L. Catch you one of them. What is the future of this franchise? I'm going to get me Dead or Alive 6 at some point. I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I want to pre-order it or not, or whatever it is, because Koei Tecmo is weird with DLC. Like, when they say shit is day one or you need to pre-order it, they really mean that shit. Just like Dipset, they really mean it. They really mean that shit. It's stuff you can't get your hands on still in the year 2019 because it was a pre-order bonus at a fucking GameStop, and it's just kind of like, well, you didn't have PlayStation Plus that month we put out that Marie Rose costume, so you know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing they did do, they did release all the Warriors All-Stars DLC that was pre-order bonus stuff, but it's $30. And I would rather them do that. I would rather them do that. It's like, we could get into a whole subject talk in a video about have done DLC catalog when it comes to Koei Tecmo games. Even for DLC you released in other regions and territories. I don't get it at all. Here's your homework assignment. Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Take a look at the American store and then take a look at a store in Europe or maybe in one of the easiest speaking Asian countries and see what you find. Just putting it out there, just something for you, because I really need to actually play that video game and will on this channel one of these days. So it is what it is. Let me get straight to this though. Quench my thirst. I gotta refill it in a minute. Regardless of that, kids, we have got more show for you. Pinky, I'm sorry, I'm all in your spotlight, girl. Regardless. You know, got the congregation with me. Got Bessie, got Janine with me. You know why I'm here, and you know you here. So, sit back, relax, and stay tuned. We've got more show. Plenty of more show. This is a very important installment of the show today. You'll see why later. I'm just going to keep reminding you throughout the day how important this is. You'll see later. Regardless of that, we do indeed have more show for you right after these commercial messages. Don't forget, kids, core values, motherfucker. Just letting your ass know. Bang! More show after these commercial messages.